Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the homestead. Today is day 3 of working on clearing the garden area. We're looking at clearing almost an acre eventually. Chris has been off the last week, so he's been doing a lot of smaller project around. This is one he's just been working on over the last week. But, it's time to start thinking about spring and planting and seeds and plants and fruits and vegetables and all those fun things. So I'm going to go down and help him for a little while, show you guys what all we're doing, what we've done, just kind of give you a glimpse into what clearing all this land looks like. I'm going to show you also kind of where the garden area is going to be located. Like I said, the goal is to have about an acre. We won't start with an acre. We're going to clear it all, but then eventually we will. The next project will be to do the raised beds, and then we're not going to fill the full acre with raised beds to start with. In the spring, we're going to get as many done as we can, and then just continue to add to it, make changes. But we want to have it all cleared and ready to go no matter what we decide to do. So if we decide to do some in-ground gardening as well, we can do that, and we'll have room for it as well as the raised beds. So I'm going to go down and help Chris for a while. We'll set up the camera, show you guys what we're doing, and then I will go out and show you guys what all has actually come out, because it's kind of hard to vision what was here until you see the piles that we are piling up for the wood chipper. Okay, so you see how dense all of this right here is? You can't hardly walk through it. Now, a good portion of this area of our property look like this. We've cleaned a lot of it out. This is the area we'll be working on today and trying to finish up to that, at least to that cedar tree that you see back there. And some of these Chris is cutting up for wood, the rest for the fire. The rest of them will be going to the chipper. So we're gonna pile everything up for the chipper. Then we're gonna rent a big chipper and chip it all down. There's going to be many hours of chipping. But this is what it all looked like before Chris started. He's done 99% of this. I just come out and help him when I'm not busy doing something else. So this is a little pile of firewood that's come out of this. And then that right there was a big cedar tree. And I'll show you guys that later. But I just want you to get an idea of what it looks like before we get started. So this area that I'm standing in, which is all clear, you can see all this, it's clear. The grass is all matted down. This was all covered like that was. All of this. You can see the little dirt path right there Chris has been driving the four-wheeler on. And just behind the chicken coop, there's a little bit of a path. But everything that looks like tall grass and to your and down where all this tall grass is, this has all been cleared in about 3 days. Chris is, like I said, Chris did about 90% of this. I've just helped him as I could. It's been cold and wet, so walking through here now, it sounds dry, but it's been very sloppy, soupy. So this is what all. So now, back when we had first put in the driveway and Chris was out here working on the driveway, he would come out also and limb up the cedar trees that he knew he wanted to get rid of, which we're going to get rid of most of them. So those things have laid here and died. He's hauling those off right now. And then we'll take out the cedar trees and make poles out of them. But he limbed those up this morning, those 2 cedar trees right there. And that tree was growing in the middle, or those 2 trees were growing in the middle of the cedar trees. So that's work done today. And he's hauling them off. You can hear him coming back. So when he gets back, I'm going to set you guys up and we'll just show you kind of what we've been doing. still like that?
Yep.
Think that's it? Get yours up there and all good. Where cedar trees go to die.
Eventually, a month or so, with all the rain and everything, it'll just sink it back down.
Right.
The more weight I put up there, the better off it is.
So that's how thick it is. You guys can see it goes pretty deep. Back in here. Lots of cedar. Smells good.
It's that thick all the way down.
Wow. That's just what we cleared out in that
Yep.
half acre or whatever we've got done so far. Well, you've got done so far. That's a lot of brush.
I don't want to clear. I don't want to put anything in front of that because I got logs in there I need to cut. So most of it came out of there for the car, for the RV and stuff like that.
Ah.
All the driveway stuff is pretty much still left at the driveway.
So, that's our wood chip pile, firewood pile.
But there's like four or five little cedars about that big that I took out of there. Plus there's, there's another small one back there in the back.
What is it?
Well, it looks like sap.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've taken out a lot of those.
2 down, then make another dump.
Okay.
No, that one's not, you can't go.
Yeah. Looks like 3 different trees. Oh no, it's just a different branch coming up off of it. Especially with those treetops because they're just so wide and full. Wait. Okay, so earlier you saw us cutting down cleaning out, thinning out land, clearing. But one of the things I had shared with you was that Chris had taken down a huge cedar tree here. So I wanted to show you guys that. He left the stump really tall because hopefully we'll be able to use it like a tabletop, put our produce basket on or tools or something. So if we decide it's in the way, we'll just take it out then. But for now, we're going to leave it. So he's done with most of the clearing for today. And I'm going to take you guys down and show you the pile. I know you guys saw it a little bit earlier, but we'll look at it again. Okay, so there's the stump from the cedar tree. It was huge. Huge, huge, huge. I mean, where you see all these little cedar trees, they were all underneath. So you see all these little cedar trees? They were all underneath this big cedar tree. And then this is the post that's going to come off of it. So we are clearing 90% of the trees on the property, the cedar trees, just because they suck up a lot of water, and we can make posts out of a good number of them, and then we can clear the land. You can see back there, we have a lot of cedar trees. Now we're not clearing anything on the other side of the creek because we have 20 acres on this side and 20 acres on the other side of the creek. We aren't clearing any of that right now, but you can see there are plenty of cedar trees here. So we have one cedar tree we've decided that we don't want to take down, but it's just because it's beautiful and it's big and it's not in the way. So I'm hoping we won't ever have to take it down, that it'll always be able to stay, because I think cedar trees are beautiful. They just can be a nuisance. And somebody told me that they can drink up to like 5 gallons of water a day. Now, right now when it's mushy, because it's been raining for 4 days and we've had snow and all kinds of stuff, that's not such a bad thing. I'm going to show you the cedar tree. So you see that big cedar tree right there? That's the one we're keeping. The chickens are following me. Can y'all see them? I didn't talk to them. I didn't tell them I had anything for them. They think I have a treat for them. But we're just going down here to see cleared stuff. So here's the pile. I should say the standing pile, because he's been stacking it like it's standing, because it will all go through the chipper. But you can see let me see. You can see how thick it is. It's probably, I'd say, 8 to 10 feet deep from starting right here to the front. An easy 8 to 10 feet. And they're all crammed in there. I mean, crammed in there. You just stand them all up. Just standing them all up, and then we will chip them all. Okay guys, that was the day today. Clearing land, prepping for the chipper, all kinds of fun stuff. Letting the chickens follow me around wherever they want to go. They're crazy. Alright, y'all have a blessed day. We love y'all.